the INDUPLUM rule in the National Credit Act. And basically what this rule says is that, let's say, for instance, you took out a loan of 50,000 Rand from the bank, right? You pay a couple of payments, a couple of months, you're still fine. And then let's say you're left with 30,000 Rand and you lose your job and all of a sudden you are unable to pay. So then you go into default, right? You're no longer able to pay, so you are in default. The moment you become in default, the rule in INDUPLUM says that the bank or any credit provider is not allowed to charge you more than the total outstanding capital in interest charges and management and account management fees. So basically, it puts a cap on how much the bank can allow interest charges to accumulate on that loan. So it cannot be more than the 30,000 that is currently the outstanding balance when you went into the default. Now, think about this, right? Or rather, listen to this. The Banking Association, or BASA, of South Africa is now asking a leave of appeal from a High Court ruling that was made in this regard. So basically, the High Court ruling said that when a person is in debt review, the INDUPLUM rules stay. It is still applicable. It doesn't fall away. And BASA and some of the banks in South Africa are saying, no, it should not be allowed that the INDUPLUM rule should be applicable. The reason for their argument is that they are saying the moment you create a rearrangement, a payment rearrangement, because you are now in debt review, right? The moment you create a payment rearrangement, it means that you are no longer in default. So essentially, then the INDUPLUM rule should fall away. Because if you have, for instance, you owe 30,000, you then get into debt review, your debt counselor goes to negotiate, you paying maybe 1,000 Rand now every single month on that new loan. Or not even on that new loan, on that new arrangement. They're saying, well, because of this, because now you are paying again, you are no longer in default. It means that the INDUPLUM rule should fall away and they should be able to pay, charge you interest on that account. What do you guys think? I just want to get an understanding of, are these banks kicking a dog when it's already on the ground? I mean, if you are already in default and you had to go into debt review, why are the banks wanting to even charge more interest on that loan? It's literally, to me, they're trying to keep you in a lifetime loan. It doesn't make sense, but it's an interesting story to follow because it's going to matter so much for consumers in South Africa, because that INDUPLUM rule is there to protect South Africans. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out and if that leave of appeal is going to be granted and, yeah, what the court will rule again.